I start with the hook. Wouldn't you want to have a more chiseled jawline? I feel like that's like a no-brainer of a question. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it can be easily achieved. It's something that I found out recently that anyone can actually have a chiseled jawline. It's not all that difficult at all. It's quite straightforward, right? There's something that I'd never heard about before that I recently came across that I'm going to tell you right now. But it's changed all my beliefs around how your jawline can be. Because one of the most attractive traits a man can have is a chiseled jawline. Women desire it, men respect it, and it's hard work to attain it. But when you have it, my God, it kind of sets you apart a small bit. Especially this day and age where I feel like people don't really focus all that much on facial features. But before we get into it, my name is James Hempton. You're very welcome to the YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel. And today I'm discussing how to develop a jawline. It's not all that difficult, like I said. So the thing that I came across recently was Mastic gum. Now, Mastic gum, it's absolutely brilliant. It's like the best chewing gum that's ever existed that I never knew about up until recently. But I was following a few pages online, a few very kind of health conscious pages. One of them was Real Sobra. I'll throw his name up here. And I think Homer Helios is another one. And they were talking about mastic gum. Now, mastic gum is basically this resin from a tree in Greece, the Greek island of Chios. It's the only place in the world that it comes from. It's a resin from a tree, from the mastic tree, and it's called mastic gum. And it's got a lot of health properties as well. So it's very good for your oral hygiene, basically. And what it can do, it's antibacterial. So it will, when you have it in your mouth and you're chewing away on it, what it's going to do is take away all the harmful bacteria that are in your mouth and also prevent cavities or help against the prevention of cavities, which is brilliant because, you know, I suppose all of us are lacking in some way in terms of our oral care. But mastic gum is just, it's going to basically chisel your jawline. Most importantly, it's also going to help with your oral health, and it also can help with digestive issues. I didn't really go down that path. I was more interested on the appearance and what it can do. So what it can do for your jawline, right? Mastic gum, it's very robust, it's sturdy, and it's strong. You can't break it down. It's indestructible. You're not going to be able to break down mastic gum because you can actually reuse it over and over again. Something I only came across recently is that you can actually reuse it. So basically, you may have it for quite a long period of time, which is great news. But so I came across that month, right? I've been using it consistently, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, chewing it for about 10 to 20 minutes, maybe up to half an hour, like a good bit of time. And I've never trained my jaw before. There's a photo I seen recently of myself back in January, and I was looking at my face. At the time, I was probably the same sort of body fat that I am now. The only difference is I started training my jawline, and I've noticed a massive difference in how my facial structure is. I think the foods that we're eating nowadays are too soft, so we're not building up that strength in our jawline because of just basically the environment that we're in, the foods that we're eating. But mastic gum is here to change all of that, and it's going to change your jawline. It's also going to give you more confidence. This is one thing I realized, even just because we all look at ourselves, we all admire ourselves. We kind of have to, you know what I mean? And that's one thing I've noticed now with my jaw. It's looking better, and I feel better about it as well. It's when I go past the mirror, it's something I notice. We all look at ourselves, like I said before, but it's good when you actually have that feeling of a strong jawline. And I think it's very important because it also, while you are engaging the muscles in your jaw when you're chewing the mastic gum, you're also starting to develop your neck a small bit more. And this is an area that I feel like is never recognized, or like it's not really spoken about. Like train your neck, train your jaw. You know, I think it's critically important, especially because you're looking after your brain the whole time. Why not train to have a sturdy neck, a sturdy jawline that can protect you against, especially if you're playing sports, if your head is getting rattled, whether it be rugby. If you ever look at rugby players, they have massive necks, or any fighters, they have to have big necks, because if they're taking shots, if they are absorbing shots, especially the face or the neck, they need a strong neck so their brain's not rattling around in their skull. You have to have a sturdy neck so this is solid upstairs as well. That's not going to get rattled. So yeah, neck training, jaw training, it's all very important. But so what I've noticed with my jawline, like I said before, much more definition there. I feel like there's better symmetry now. It catches, it's like if you actually look at a photo of someone that has a good jawline, like most models do, That's why they get picked out for being a model. It's such an attractive trait. It's so admirable. Like when you look at someone that has a good jawline, you're like, Jesus, fair play. And on whatever you're doing, it looks well. People see it from afar as well. It catches the eye. And like I said before, it's a very attractive trait to have a strong jawline. It's a sign of someone that's robust, that has a bit of vigor about them, that strength and sturdiness. Everything got to do with the gum will come out in your jawline, and it's incredible. But to get a strong jawline, what I feel like you have to do is to be in a certain range of body fat. So I think I'm roughly in around maybe say like 10 to 12 or 13, 14. You have to be a low enough body fat. But I think there's no harm in maybe, you know, building up your jaw strength if you are maybe above that range of body fat right now, because as soon as you start to get lower, it's going to start to appear more because you've built up the muscle around it. All you have to do is drop the fat to see it, which I think anyone is more than capable of doing. I think this is going to provide great confidence to people as well, because, you know, I'm feeling the effects of it now. If you look at most people that have a strong jawline, you know, they would be come across very confident as well. So it's all about appearance. It's about how you look. And this is going to help you in so many areas in your life, especially your own self-esteem, which is an area you need to constantly nourish as well. So yeah, going back to it, Mastic gum, it's absolutely amazing. When you're using this Mastic gum, this is what it is here. This is the one I bought off Amazon. There is, I think, about 20 grams in this, and roughly it was in around maybe, yeah, I think it was like 20, maybe 20 euro. So it's good value. I believe so anyway, because it can last forever. Like I said, you can reuse it over and over again. Maybe just store it in a dry place, as in maybe the packet or somewhere else. But the great thing about it is, yeah, there's no real taste off it either, which is always, yeah, there's no like bad or there's no good or bad taste off it. It's something you need to get used to. So it comes out, it's also called small tears, because basically what it looks like is small tears, these little crystals, and that is the resin from the tree. And you pop maybe a few of them in your mouth, and then they'll just kind of come together. Coagulate? Is that the word? They come together anyway. And from there you're chewing. Like I said, it could go all day. The one thing I've realized when I am using the Mastic gum, is when it's in my mouth and I'm chewing away on them, obviously you start to see your jawline come out more. And it's like any other pump that you'll have in your body. Your jaw will start to swell. Obviously blood getting in there and everything else that goes with it. I have realized once or twice when I'm doing it and I'm going to speak to people that my speech is a bit off. For whatever reason, I'm not too sure why this is, but yeah, that's one thing that I've noticed with it. So just to be aware of it, if you're using it, you're around people, one thing I find it difficult to do, like it's grand when you're just doing like normal day-to-day activities, if you're cooking or you're cleaning or you're just maybe going for a walk, it's great for that. If you're in the gym, it makes it difficult to breathe, and it can be also quite, it can turn into a big piece of gum. Like it's not like any other gum at all. It's not like chewing gum. It's not like all these kind of plastic chewing, like synthetic chewing gums. This stuff is built to last, the same way your jaw should be as well. And like I said, it's not really flavoursome, but there's no comparison to anything else. Like I would not use, it's not for kind of freshening your breath. This is for building a chiseled jaw, which, like I said before, is such an attractive look. It is so attractive to see someone with a chiseled jaw, chisel. But yeah, like I said, it's very attractive. Mastic gum is just, it's from another level. And when I was reading into it a small bit, like this goes back like many centuries ago, like scholars and, I bet you the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius and the boys, they were using a Mastic gum as well, because they knew the importance of having a strong jawline. Like I said before, men respect it. It looks good. Like even if I see someone with a strong jawline, I'm like, fair play, you know what I mean? Women find it attractive, so that's going to obviously boost your own self-esteem. People will notice you. It'll stand out. And yeah, you'll just eating a steak, not a bother. Never was a bother, but you're just chewing through it. You're actually training. Like, when do you ever train? Just train your jaw. Never happens. I just, for whatever reason, I never hear anyone talk about it. And now I'm like, yeah, let's go. I'm actually enjoying the process of it. And like I said, the before and after of my own picture. In January, I was in and around, so I went way off scale there. But in January, when I was before I got going with the Mastic gum, before I even came across it, I did realise that my face was kind of like, I was low body fat, but it was kind of chubby in my face. There's no real definition there. And since I've started using it, just the symmetry is coming in. It's much tighter. It looks better. And yeah, it's just a great confidence booster. So you can't go wrong. The Mastic gum, yeah, it is something that's absolutely amazing, and I think it'll be definitely something that I'm using in the future as well. So if you're interested, I'll definitely leave a link below, but I think it's of great importance to just build up that strength in around your neck as well as your jaw, and just to build your confidence. That's what it's all about, becoming more confident. So yeah, listen, thank you very much for listening or watching. My name is James Hempton. You can follow me on Instagram, JamesHempton_. This is my YouTube channel. I'm also on Twitter. Got a new got a newsletter going as well. So I'll leave the link down there if you're interested in that. Probably be talking about Mastic at some stage, and any other things that come to mind. But listen, have a great day. Thank you very much. I'll do that again. Have a great day. Have a great day. Thank you very much for watching, and all the best. Peace.